The presidential elections in Syria will be held in 2 weeks in a vote it's hoped could help stabilize the country after years of bloodshed. But a motion at the UN Security Council could threaten any chances of peace. Marina Portnaya explains.
Western countries call it a necessity. Russia calls it a publicity stunt. On Thursday, the United Nations Security Council will be voting on a France-sponsored draft resolution to refer Syria's civil war to the International Criminal Court. Now, a vote is required because the ICC prosecutor cannot investigate the situation in Syria without a referral from the 15-member council. Now, back in March, UN investigators expanded their list of suspected war criminals from both sides of Syria's 3-year conflict, concluding that their evidence was solid enough to prepare court indictments. 58 countries have issued a statement in support of the French draft. However, Russian envoy to the UN, Vitaly Churkin, has threatened to veto the resolution, calling it a publicity stunt.
The fact that the resolution is going to vote, we regard as simply a publicity stunt, which will have a detrimental effect, unfortunately, on our joint efforts in trying to resolve politically the crisis in Syria.
Russia's concern is that the prosecution of parties currently fighting a civil war may end up inflaming tensions and tempers, escalating the bloodshed even further. Reporting from New York, Marina Portnaya, RT.
Independent researcher and writer Soraya Sepapu-Ulrich believes Western countries fear Bashar al-Assad could win the upcoming elections there.
This is a ploy to disrupt the upcoming presidential elections in Syria. The Western decision makers want to impose their terrorists, which they call opposition, on the Syrian people. We know they've been sending weapons to the rebels in the region. So there's no respect for sovereignty there when it comes to weapons, but when it comes to aid, they suddenly seem to be speaking about sovereignty and seeking government permission, because very often when there is an aid or aid convoy sent to any conflict zone, it is the rebels, it is the terrorists that very often take hold of this aid and use it against the people.